ethics, positivity, motivation, never settle for average. I was just listening to my man, Nino Man, and there was a song where he was talking about stop complaining about people, just stop dealing with them, stop talking behind their backs, stop chilling with them. That should be an anthem for a lot of you out there entertaining people who have no value in your life. Complaining about situations that you are not trying to change. You're expending unnecessary energy that you could be putting back into yourself, moving forward closer towards your goals and your dreams in life. I got to a point now where I really try to assess the importance of a relationship with a person and whether or not it's worth them even having a minute of my personal time, because my personal time is so valuable between my wife, my puppies in the background, my art, my cars, my meditation, working out. I don't have any time to be wasting on people who don't really want to change, or people who are simply living in the past or dead weight. I'm all about what can we do moving forward. Talking about things that happened in the past that you can't change, holding on to old habits, things that keep you from being able to adjust moving forward into the future. I don't need to hear that conversation. That conversation is not going to do me any good. And when I get off the phone with that person or leave their presence, I'm drained. They're vomiting all their pessimistic, negative, low frequency energy vibes on me. Now I got to figure out how to discharge that energy some way, somehow, through riding my bike, through meditating, through something, so I don't harbor that energy and mess up my chi. I'm at a point where it's not worth it. So I'll look at my phone when certain people call, or I'll see DMs on Instagram or messages on Facebook Messenger, and I'll just keep it pushing, man. It's not about whether or not somebody gets their feelings hurt, whether or not it's not about my ego. It's about self, and in order to elevate self, you have to be selfish. Stress is one of the biggest, basically killers out there, and stress destroys dreams, destroys hopes, destroys goals. Negative energy keeps you from making progress. People who complain are people who are never going to achieve an actual goal because they're constantly being a victim. I don't have time for it, man. And I don't want to sit around and talk behind those people's backs. So why not just not talk to them at all? It's like being in a bad relationship, and you keep talking about how bad that relationship was because you felt like this person took advantage of your time together, and you realize that you spent a year, 2 years, 3 years with that person, and that person, all they did was ride your wave, consume your energy, and just do enough so that they could maintain that parasitic relationship. Now, those people, because they are energy parasites, they go from host to host, and that's their life. They don't ever realize their full potential because they never have any intention of realizing their full potential, because they don't want to have to put forth full effort. So they ride off of what somebody else does, and just does enough so that they can divert attention from their lack of input and their laziness. I don't have time for people like that, and you have to recognize those people, whether they're on your workforce team, whether on your sports team, whether in your household, whether you're working on a project, because those people can be detrimental to the success of whatever it is your goals are. And I'm over it. You know, there's people that think that they're in good standing, that I'm in the process of basically wiping those people out of my life completely. Because once I finish a certain thing, I have no need to even talk to them anymore. And the thing is, it wasn't like I didn't give them the benefit of the doubt. A lot of times these people continue to fail tests. And if, you know, whether or not you want to realize it or not, life is a test. There are certain people that see whether or not, you know, you speak, you do what you say, you know, you speak your truth, and they'll say something and see if you respond to it, and then when you don't produce, they put that in a checkbox. You're late for a meeting, 5 minutes, they put it in a checkbox. Oh, you didn't finish this because you said you had this family situation, and put it in a checkbox. See, when it comes to handling business, family, earthquake, all that, man, look, get the job done. Natural disaster, it don't matter, get the job done. Some people, they just look for stuff. Oh man, I had this morning, oh man, woo, I had to take a mean shit, man. Oh, it kept me from, woo, I meant to, you know, get that done, man, but oh, then my computer crashed, and then, oh, I spilled water on my server, and oh man, this and that, the power went out. They waited till the last minute. They had a month to get the job done, and they waited till the morning of and made up all these excuses. Those people are pieces of shit, man. Don't have time for them. You know, there's people that will entertain those people, and those people are the same people that, you know, talk the same game to them, and they pump each other up, but those people don't go nowhere. They're those like the little bouncy houses. You pump them up, and after they sit for a while, they and they look for somebody else to pump up. Boop, 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 boop. Don't have time for pump up jumpy houses in my life. So yeah, I just want to share that with you, man, because you know, a lot of times you waste a lot of time investing in people who aren't worth investing into. You know, there's like I said, there's little trinkets or little glimpses of talent, hope, but at the end of the day, it's a letdown. They're not gonna perform because they're not really cut like that, and all that is for show. That's why they're still talking about shit they were gonna do in from 2020 and 2024. Just look at their Facebook posts. You know, it says 4 years ago, 2 years ago, 10 years ago. Look at their posts, and I bet you the same bullshit they were talking about 4 years ago is the same shit they're talking about today, and they still ain't done nothing about it. Shake them people, man, and don't talk behind their back, because then you're pulling energy that could be put into a positive space. You're putting it into a negative space. So just cut them off completely, and that way you can have resolve, and you can have peace with himself, and you can open up that space for somebody who's worthy of sharing your positive energy going forward. BigHerc916.com, pick you up some merch, wash your ass, and never settle for average, man. You know, got those t-shirts.
Are you tired of smelling funky? Have you washed your ass? Go to BigHerc916.com.
Lockdown's over. Get your yard time in.
Officially, I only got one real spanking my entire life, My mom did the best a 14-year-old could do, raising me with love and instilling values that will last a lifetime. I was a straight-A student and lived to make her happy. So how did I go astray? A horrible stepdad that stole my self-worth and invoked fear turned me into a person that I struggled to overcome. From skateboarding to selling drugs, gang banging in juvenile hall, I got caught the same way many young promising men get caught up. I struggled to find my identity, getting mixed up in shootouts, crime, and the adult entertainment industry. This roller coaster continued as I juggled college, hustling, and Hollywood, eventually catching a federal bank robbery case. I found redemption in prison while serving a 120-month federal sentence and came out a man on a mission. I became a social media influencer with over 500 million views on YouTube and a life coach mentoring people all over the world. This is my journey against all odds.
What?